You guys want to watch Power Rangers?
Oh, no.
Only if we watch every single one.
No! Hello and welcome back to Powering Through, episode 41, Rita's Seed of Evil.
Yeah, Rita's Seed of Terrible episode.
Another nature episode, another...
What
where
she
they
did, what
go
she
to the
did,
park and
she
clean it
planted
up.
a terrible plot line in the
Yeah,
minds of the
right.
writers is what
We're
she
back
did.
to a cookie cutter episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're in science class. Mr. Kaplan, he's the principal, he's the science teacher, he's the history teacher.
Yeah. He's
Him and
Yeah,
Miss
what
Applebee's, they run this.
What
school.
happened to the other teacher? Yeah.
She's just not there. They didn't have the actor that day, I guess.
Crazy that he was gonna, went to the park to inspect their project, before school.
All right, that's about 22 minutes
I know,
away.
but he has a lot on his plate.
He's doing a lot, yeah. So they're doing a little science project there. He's teaching them about seeds, trees, saplings,
Yeah.
They're in high school.
And Zach is learning so much.
Zach
He's
loves
like, wow,
learning, dude.
trees are so useful to the environment. They give us oxygen,
Yeah.
moisture, shade.
And
life.
Jason's
Yeah.
crazy that these little things grow up to be big trees.
Yeah.
Well,
How old are these kids?
17.
Yeah, they have
Like,
high
Like
school
something
days.
you learn
The
at 8
actors are
years
also
old.
like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. You learned that in third
Yeah.
grade.
So they all have their little plants that they grew, and then Bulk and Skull come in with like big, I don't know, 3-foot plants. And they're
From
like,
like
yeah,
Kmart,
look at
yeah.
our stuff. And then Kimberly reads the tag on it. It says, fake plastic tree, 1995.
Yeah, I briefly
Like,
thought
hey.
she was saying the year, and I said, hold on.
Future.
Yeah.
They were willing to spend $20, which is like $40 in that day on like
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
economy.
project.
True.
So the kids say, these trees are really coming along nicely thanks to Billy's special fertilizer.
He's just got this.
pooped on.
Pooping in a bucket.
He's got a bottle of brown liquid. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy grows peat moss in his house.
Yeah. And then they
He
go
can do
to
anything.
plant all the trees in the park.
Yes.
And like they're planting the trees, and all of a sudden this song starts playing where it's like dig the dirt to plant the tree. Like it's
It must be an
such a
original.
weird- yeah, it has to be. And then we go up to Rita, and Rita's like, "Oh, they're planting trees, are they? Well, I'll plant a seed, and then it'll create a monster, as it always
It's
does."
nice that she always is on theme.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
She's
always
thinking,
watching them.
I'm going to
What's
mess them up in a
appropriate?
way that really kind of aligns with their plans for the
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. So while the kids are planting their little saplings, Bulk and Skull have full ghillie suits on they made.
Yeah.
So they'd rather spend $20 each, make whole leaf covered suits, and spy all day rather than just plant something you can find in the
For
woods.
the love of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
And then Bulk gets teleported down.
His name is Squat.
You mean Squawk?
Squawk.
Squawk gets teleported down and he plants the seeds. But then before he plants the seeds, he bumps into Bulk and Skull.
This is the first.
Yeah.
He's never interacted with a non-Power Ranger
No,
character.
and I mean, I think they have quite a normal reaction.
But he
seeing
just starts
him.
dancing after they bump into
Yeah,
him.
he
because
just
I mean,
growls
they're
at him and then they
terrified, so he
run
just
away.
starts doing a little jig.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
run into a porta potty to hide, and the lock gets stuck.
Of course.
It locks from the inside and they check it once. And
It
they're
locks
like,
from the
"Oh,
inside.
We're
They
done.
just, like
They just start yelling.
the
Yeah.
door can't be strong enough that they can't kick it down.
Yeah.
Bulk is the second strongest
And
human
immediately
alive.
when they're in there, Skull's like, I gotta go.
And he's like, "What do you mean?
Did you have to
Like,
go,
"I
like, a
gotta
minute
go."
ago?
Yeah.
And when he says "I gotta go," there's like a soundtrack that kicks in. It's like,
Yeah. So then Squat plants the seeds, and then the kids they're still in the park, so they just
Yeah.
turn
they're
around.
20 feet away.
They just
don't
turn
even
around. They're
see
like,
him.
"Hey, what the hell is he doing?" And so
He
then
said-
putties show up.
He
Yeah.
plants the seeds and he says, "Oh boy, I plant these seeds and Rita's gonna give me that glow in the dark toothpaste."
Yeah, it's like
Which-
what are you talking
So
about?
do they get like an
He-
allowance?
Is that a good thing?
Is
And
she
also-
like their like guardian?
More or less.
Well,
She's the boss.
they
How
have
old
dental. They
How
have
old
dental.
are they though?
10,000 years.
So they're old enough to buy their own
Yeah.
toothpaste.
What? But you're telling me you wouldn't take free toothpaste?
And are they not on salary? What?
You wouldn't take free glow in the dark toothpaste?
I would.
Do you
Come on
think
now.
it's
Well,
glow
you
in the
have to
dark on the plaque, or do you think it's just glow
Does
in
it-
the dark always?
Does it make your teeth?
Does it
No,
make
it's
your
like
teeth glow in the
the
dark?
Agent Cool Blue or whatever, the mouthwash that made
Eat
your,
the plaque, yeah.
Yeah, the plaque.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah,
I brush my teeth with the light on.
Yeah.
They send down the putties because
Yeah.
they see
and,
they see
and
Squat.
everybody gets their own 30-second clip
It's
fighting
horrible.
the putties.
Worst
yeah.
putty fight I've seen yet, I think.
Billy is standing completely still. He goes to step forward, gets his foot stuck in a bucket
in
of
an
his
empty
own
bucket.
poop.
In it.
We've seen they have skills and powers without being morphed. He's just
Yeah. So he fights with the bucket, and then
Yeah.
everybody else has their own little thing,
Yep.
and then Zach and Billy team up. They're like, "Watch out!" And then the other one's like, "Watch out!" And then Kimberly
do the
and
shittiest high five ever.
yeah,
yeah.
and then the girls team up, and they just lock arms and then do a couple kicks,
Yep.
and that's it.
They disappear. The
Yeah.
earth begins trembling. The octoplant hatches.
No,
Well, they go back to
the earth begins
Zordon.
trembling, and
Yeah,
Zordon's
Zordon's
yeah.
like,
Zord-
there's a disturbance in the force.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a
the
crack in the
room.
ground. There's stock footage of their
Yeah.
chasm.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
Jason's like, I'm gonna go alone back to the park to see what's
Why?
up.
Why
And
does
we're
he
like,
need
why
to
do
do that?
Yeah. And why is it just him?
Well, it's because they want to. What comes next is like this semi-horror footage of like this tentacle
Oh yeah.
slowly approaching
One
Jason.
tentacle.
And there's
Yeah.
these weird cuts where he's just looking around.
Yeah. And I guess he goes alone because the tentacle attacks him and he morphs, and we get the Sentai footage, and it's just the Red Ranger.
Just for a minute.
But also,
getting attacked by the
Tommy's gone.
tentacles.
He's got to prove he's the main character.
Yeah.
And so the other 4 Rangers, they're like,
happened?
don't worry, we can just dig the seeds up with shovels.
Oh,
So fully morphed, the Rangers are just sitting there doing a little gardening.
They literally they just touch the ground because there's like a force field that Alpha turned off, and you're like, no, we're good. Let's just start digging.
Yeah, Alpha just out. They go within 5 minutes. They go from Zordon doesn't know what's going on to Alpha's inputting the information to Alpha has disabled the energy field surrounding these seeds.
And then Rita freaks out and sends everybody down.
yeah,
Yeah.
Scorpina, Goldar. They have
Yeah.
they have like a minute-long fight.
Scorpina gives a little wink at Goldar. They do
Yeah.
a little combo move.
That was
Yeah, they're
worked
kind of
pretty
just
well.
touching. People blow up. Happens like
There's
5
a
times
lot
this
of this.
episodes.
Yeah, that comes
Yeah.
later too.
Yeah, and so Scorpina and Goldar are fighting, and there's putties with swords
For hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a new putty. It's not a super putty. He's darker.
There's sometimes those are kind of just in the background. They have like rock skin. They're like,
He's
I don't know
fun.
what they
Yeah.
are.
He's
Yeah.
a lot of explosives around him. It seems.
Yeah, and then during all of this, the octoplant is actually just a lamp they're turning on and off because they show the octoplant and it glows and then it
Yeah.
unglows and then it
Yeah.
glows
And then it turns
unglows,
into a lady.
and then it turns into the
it
Jolly
just
Green
turned
Giant.
into a masked just monster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
It's just
so
a guy.
immediately Rita's like, oh, hell yeah, I gotta make this monster big. And makes the monster big. And then the Rangers morph. But in the morphing transformation, when they've all got into their Zords, the monster just attacks them as they're
so the
running towards
monster's
it.
powers are Vine Whip and then look.
and,
And
bull-
yeah.
And it looks and explosions happen.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
pretty
pretty
powerful.
cool.
yeah, it looks at them, it
Pretty
goes,
cool. And at
and
one
then they blow
point,
up.
Jason's like, we've taken 2 hits. One more and we're done.
Yeah.
I was thinking
It,
about
gets them
that.
up
Look at
against
it
the-
on
They're
Yeah.
constantly on like a 3-hit system.
Yeah.
It's like boom, boom.
Well, we played the game.
The shields are down.
Yeah. It
like
wraps
that.
them. Yeah, it wraps them up against the building. So they call the power sword down. Cuts the vine. They move away from the building. The monster charges at him and then looks at the building and is scratching its chin and
really goes,
looking at its
"Look
reflection.
And it's like, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, this
Pondering.
episode, Rita's looking through the telescope, watching the fight, and then looks away from the telescope and goes, "Oh, the Megazord!" It's like, how did you not know that was gonna happen?
You've seen it 40 times.
And then they get it.
And then they
In
get it
one
with the
hit,
power sword.
It's
yeah.
so great
A
how
bit of,
they just
a-
kill it.
Effects and it's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then right after the fight, it's back to Bulk and Skull, and they're screaming let us out of here. They're
Yeah.
screaming.
No
And
one
then
Logical.
can hear
all
him.
of a sudden, they're just on a truck bed,
They've-
going away with
They've
other
come
porta
to
potties.
collect.
Yeah, which is crazy how the guy didn't hear them screaming.
And how do they get out? We don't see that.
It's not strapped down. It's not.
It's not.
It's
Yeah,
clearly
the guy has
it's
straps
wiggling.
in the truck.
400 plus pounds heavier than normal, and a
budget.
porta potty shouldn't be heavy because the hole's under the porta potty. So
Too. Yeah.
that guy just picked it up, put it on the truck. He's out.
Gone.
So the next day, right?
I think
it has
so.
to be,
It's gotta
or
be.
at least
Because the
a day
principal
later.
left school to go see the.
Yes, it's at least a day
Please.
later because Mr. Kaplan says, "All right, guys, this morning I stopped by the park and your saplings are looking good." So
Yeah.
it could be like a week later.
Yeah.
They're, all that's different is they are wearing different clothes,
They. Yeah.
and it's another
Yeah,
day.
that's true.
Bulk
He's
and
pretty
Skull.
much like a Principal Skinner, the principal.
Yeah.
He's like really worn out. He's doing everything and no respect.
I mean, this is only 4 years after Simpsons started. This is like that's the mold for
That's
a
the
principal right now.
archetype,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he says-
I want to forget a Superintendent Chalmers. And shit.
He says
Yeah, that's
everybody
stupid.
gets A pluses, and then everybody's high fiving. And then Bulk and Skull walk in,
Covered in poop.
still in their ghillie suits,
Yeah.
covered in poop. If it's a week,
Covered in poop.
if it's a week later, oh my god.
Yeah, it could be. That's what I'm saying. It could be any amount of
It's at
time.
least
later.
the next day, and they're still covered in poop. So they've gone an entire night
Right.
in
Yeah.
a porta
What I'm
potty
saying is like
drenched in poop.
they at the minimum it's a day later, but really if you want to see saplings that are properly planted, it's got to be more than a day later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they had to walk all the way home covered in poop for days, and they walk
It's
in.
7 the next
They're
day.
they're in poop face, and the principal goes, Eugene, Farkas, you're late again.
Yeah.
They're covered in poop.
And
man.
they're like, we should get an A+ after we went through. We got dumped. We got put in a truck. And the principal walks over. He's like, what is it with you two?
He
What-
takes one
what's
big
going
sniff, and he just collapses.
just as a pratfall.
Yeah.
And
But
then
they've adapted to the smell. They don't even notice.
Yeah.
yeah, no one else notices.
They're like the
Yeah.
strongest willpower.
The
of
smell
anyone
should
in
be
the show.
permeating the room, and everybody else is
The
just
smell
laughing.
should be permeating the school.
Yeah.
And they just start laughing at these
Yeah.
2 children covered in
Yeah.
poop.
Everybody starts laughing, and the credits roll, and that's it.
Not bad, but not a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Yep. I'll
too
forget it in
memorable.
2 minutes
It's
when we
gone.
watch the next episode.
Exactly.
All
But
right.
Bulk and Skull, they brought a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
They brought a laugh and we brought a laugh.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
What?